Hey guys, so we're back on the VN today. Actually, today was the day that we posted up that dyno video and it's going great guns, so really happy with the support and love that you guys are showing us. Yes, it made 205 rear wheel kilowatt, which we were happy with, but also slightly like, we were kind of hoping 220, maybe 230, something like that. Would have been great. But this is the last day we have until we break for Christmas and, so this was the last day to prepare these cars for Summer Nat Slam. And the VN's thrown us a curveball. Ken was taking it for a drive around the block last night, not doing anything silly or whatever, but it just went bang and stopped. And doesn't start again. I'll give you a listen to what it sounds like. Sounds kind of weird, doesn't it? Sounds like it's got no compression, which is very weird. It has fuel, we've checked that. It has spark, we've checked that. The other thing would be compression, which it kind of sounds like it doesn't have. Now what would cause that? So have a look down here in the rocker cover. I'm going to shine a light down there and I'm going to reach in and hit the key. And you're going to see nothing's moving. Rockers are not moving, which means we've most likely broken the timing chain. Also didn't like the way it just caught then a little bit in terms of like, not trying to fire, but I hope that was not valves touching pistons then. But anyway, that means we're going to have to pull the entire front end off the motor today if we want to take this thing to Summer Nat Slam. Well, there is no two ways about it. This is going to suck. We're going to try and do this without removing everything, but we're going to have to take out the fan shroud, a lot of the pulleys and stuff here, so we're going to have to take the whole timing cover obviously off the front of the motor. So I guess we should just hook into it and start pulling pieces out. But yeah, hopefully, and the funny thing is, we actually have a timing chain that someone sent us after we put the motor together. We put the motor together and someone said, oh, you guys really need a double row timing chain for this thing. And I know I should have gone that way to start off with, but at the time I thought, brand new timing chain should be fine, even if it's just a single row factory one. I've never had one snap in my life. Well, I guess we're going to see what's what down there, but yeah, I'm betting that something has gone awry with our factory timing chain. And if that's the case, then yes, we do have one. So the question is, do we just swap in the timing chain and send it? Are the valves bent? Don't know. There's no way we can know unless we pull, well, we'd have to pull the rocker covers as a minimum. So maybe we'll have a look at that. Anyway, lots to do if we're going to try and fix this thing today. So let's just hook in. At least that gives us plenty of room for activities here. And we're going to need it. We're going to need all the room we can get. Supercharger belt first. Now I know what a lot of people are probably thinking crank angle sensor. Well, obviously crank angle sensor is not going to stop the rocker gear from working, and it is something we did check. We plugged into the Haltech, set up the laptop, turned the car over, and we could see the RPM signal on the computer, so we knew the crank angle sensor was fine, and it is a common fault with these. And we also tested the coil packs, obviously, because they're also a common fault. but we saw we had spark with the timing light, so we started looking for problems elsewhere, and obviously we have found them. But yeah, really wasn't expecting that one.
Great Falls of Commodore.
Balance bolts. We're getting there. Okay. Here's our balancer. All right, a couple more bolts and we're done. Well, at least with the removal. I am thinking maybe we should replace that crank angle sensor while we're here. They seem to be a recurring theme with these things. So maybe that is a smart thing to do. So we've got all the bolts out. I'm going to just tug on it and see what we get. Oh, yep, here we go. Yep, and we have a broken timing chain. Check that out. There we go. Well, I'm glad that happened at low RPM and not singing on the dyno at 6,500 RPM. But yeah, there's a life lesson, kids. One that I knew in the back of my mind anyway, but kind of sometimes you forget the reasons that things exist. Double row timing chain with high spring pressure and big lobes. That's the way to go. Don't use the factory single chain. It's actually broken there again. There's another break in there. Wow. There we go. Well, that's the result. One broken timing chain. It means the old Super Mang is out of action for the time being. Now, given that we have a busted timing chain, we actually do have a solution here. One of our faithful viewers sent us this actually after I assembled the motor the first time. It is a Crow timing chain that they did not use, and they sent it to us out of the kindness of their heart. Now it is a single row job though. And after our experiences with single rows, we're kind of like, yeah. But I'm sure this would last a lot better on this car than the factory replacement chain, which was a brand new chain, mind you, but you know, this one, being Crow cams, it would be a lot better. However, I've been doing a lot of thinking about this in the last couple of hours, and that is, I think I might just go with the double row timing chain, do it right, and if I'm going to do it right, then I need to do a few things right. I mean, let's face it, there is a lot of unanswered questions in there at the moment. Did we bend valves? Did we bend push rods? Have we stuffed something else? And to find out the answers to those questions, we have to pull the heads off. Yeah. And that is going to kind of suck. But if we're going to go through the trouble and pull the heads off, then maybe we go further. Maybe we port the heads. Maybe we put some bigger valves in there. Bigger valves, ported heads, And if we're going to do that, why don't we do more boost? Do the intercooler. Because let's face it, we have a power figure for our stage 1 upgrade. Made 275 horsepower at the wheels, 205 kilowatts at the tyres. So, that's a power figure. Yes, we would have loved to run it down the drag strip at that. But the way things are looking right now, COVID-19 is coming down on Sydney right now as we speak. So some of that slam is starting to look very sort of, whoa. Do we cross the border and, hope they'll let us back? Don't know. So these are all unanswered questions that we have to deal with. And so I'm wondering why, how, is it worth busting our balls, slapping it back together to then, maybe break it in Sydney and maybe get stuck in another state? Probably not. So let's just put a pin in this for the time being. It's not going to Summernet Slam. I'm going to just make that call officially right now. It's not going to Summernet Slam. We're going to pull the heads off, get them ported, do it properly, do the intercooler, go to that stage 2 level that we've been planning for a while. Let's take it to stage 2, make more power with it, see where that gets us, and then we'll race it down the track. And you're going to see all that on a future episode of Carnage.